Hello, and welcome to this October 2024 edition of Monroeville at your service. I'm Alex Graziani, your Monroeville manager, bringing you today's show from the Monroeville Municipal building. Lots to get to today, including multiple guests. So let's take a quick look at what's on today's show. In this month's Manager's Minute, I'll provide a detailed look at Monroeville's newly adopted mission, vision, values, and desired outcomes. Ice cream, artists, and balloon animals, those were all a part of the Monroeville Senior Citizens Center end of summer party, and that video is still to come. With October being Fire Prevention Month, I'll go out on the town with two of our local fire departments to look at all the ways they go about keeping residents safe. But first, another department that probably doesn't get the credit it deserves. That's our finance department, a group of 4 women who are responsible for making sure every municipal expense gets paid, every employee gets paid, and so much more. I had a chance to sit down with 3 of the 4 for a conversation last month. Allow me to welcome in the team from our finance department. Joining me in studio are Josie Rock, our finance director, Paula Conway, and Tracy Sharpley, some of her team. We're missing Kate today. We kind of feel bad from that, so Kate's going to have to pay by doing a one-on-one. You think that's a good idea?
I think it is.
Excellent. So Josie, you're the finance director. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you worked with the municipality?
I did local government auditing for public accounting firms, which is what gave me my background to really understand the workings of municipal government.
As an auditor, you would be looking at kind of what municipalities were maybe getting wrong. So it's great having you here because you're kind of coming at it from that, don't do it this way.
Correct.
This is the right way.
Correct. Although I will say when I came here to Monroeville, there really wasn't that much.
I agree. But one of the things you instituted was a big change as far as accounting software and how we manage the money. Talk a little bit about what that was like.
That was very difficult, and I think it's not unusual for something like that to be difficult because you have people that have used the same software. I don't recall how many years they actually used that, but it was minimally 10, maybe 20. And it came, and everybody was looking to cut costs. And I had researched this prior to the COVID event, and researched, I believe it was 3 different software companies, and we made a considerable savings. Software to the AccuFund software.
All without sacrificing kind of the quality as it relates to the controls of how we manage money.
Correct.
It's really important for us to realize all the time and remind ourselves that it's not our money. You know, we're dealing with the taxpayer's purse, and our job is to be good stewards of that. So how does the software help us that? Like, how does that help us to be good stewards? Are there checks and balances built into how purchases are made?
There are. Every purchase normally goes through a requisition process or a purchase order process, and those need approved by the person ordering it, the department head, then I approve next, and then it goes to you if they're over 500.
And this is why we have Paula and Tracy here, because they're an integral part of that team.
Correct.
Paula, can you talk a little bit about, like, how long have you been with municipality and what role do you play in the process?
Well, I'm accounts payable. I've been with the municipality for 3 years this past Saturday, so I had my 3rd anniversary. after they go through the process of being approved through the different department heads, and then I go ahead and pay them either on a weekly basis, or normally we run on a 45-day turnaround of bill payment from depending on what type of bill it is.
And to put that in perspective, that's a lot. It's a lot of work because we have a $38 million general fund. Of course, a lot of that is payroll, but you're doing a lot every week, a batch of bills to be paid. And I know from personal experience, hey, Alex, you need to get it this way.
Yeah, sometimes we are chasing bills. We go by our statements to make sure that, the statement that's coming in, that everything's on there is paid, or if it's not there, we need to find out where it is. And, we have a big municipality and many different departments. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get that invoice and get it paid.
Prior to coming to Monroeville, what was your background?
I worked for a small automotive company and did the exact same thing sort of that I do here.
And everything else?
Yes,
I would imagine payroll, accounts payable, accounts receivable?
No payroll, but
Okay.
accounts payable, customer service, answering phones and whatnot. So yeah, I'm a lifelong member of Monroeville. I've lived here. My kids went to school here. So my family.
And you have a connection, as you do, with the municipality. So what's your connection?
My sister, Michelle, used to work for the municipality in the building and engineer department.
Is she still here?
No, she is
Okay.
not.
So she's retired?
Yes, she was retired well before I started, so yes.
Okay, and so you knew a little bit what was happening around
Yes.
here.
Yeah, I mean, this is my community.
So what do you think, working in the private sector where other kinds of deadlines and pressures are there? What's it like working here at the municipality?
I could tell you we have a great bunch of people. I enjoy coming to work because of the people that I work with. They make it fun. I mean, we do work here, but we have a good camaraderie of people together that we get the job done.
I agree. Like in a workplace I once worked at, when it was your birthday, you had to bring cupcakes in, like grade school, right? And it was your job to feed everybody because it was your birthday. Well, here we had a team member celebrate a big milestone birthday, and her office was fully decorated, but the food spread, I think we're still. You guys really do know how to have fun here. So Tracy, talk a little bit about what you do with the municipality.
Okay, so I am data entry. So when all the bills are submitted by the different departments, they come to me. I review them, make sure they're accurate, make sure we're not overpaying for things, making sure we're paying the right amount, and that we're not wasting our money.
Yeah, together you guys really make my job easier by doing that attention to detail because they're not always submitted right.
Correct. But sometimes it's just easy mistakes, and that's why I'm there, just to make sure that they're correct and that we're doing them correctly so we can get them entered. And then once I'm done with them, they get signed off by you or by Josie, or they go to Paula to be paid for the week. So
Excellent. And how long have you been with us?
I have been here, it'll be 2 years in January.
And a little bit about your background.
So I came from retail management. I did that for almost 24 years. I was looking for a change, and my dad had worked for the municipality in dispatch, and my uncle worked for the municipality in the TV station. And they said, hey, there's an opening, you should go up. And I know they both enjoyed working here. So
what do you think about working here?
I love it. Like I live close. I lived in Monroeville my whole life. I love the team. It gives me a chance. I feel like I connect a lot more with the community than I did before. So
I like to think of all the municipality's employees as a part of that first responders. Obviously, when we think about what our first responders do, whether it's responding to an accident or an incident with our police, fire, EMS, that's extreme stress and a lot of hard work. But we as the support team are part of that first responder unit. We're like small S superheroes, small S, small H superheroes. And I think you guys are because what I think people want to know most is our money being spent well? So Josie, how can you help the public know that we try our best to spend the money well?
Well, let me talk about the budget, which we're really in budget preparation season now. And each department prepares a budget, and we try to stick to that budget so that we're not, just willy-nilly spending money. So, so we kind of go by that.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that the budget is, checkbooks out. We would see our priorities. And as it is with a household, so it is with a local government. Our priorities are in our expenditures. And as a service provider, a big part of our expenditures is payroll, right? We spend,
Right.
I'm not sure if maybe 60, 70% of our budget has something related to the
Correct.
benefits and the salaries earned by employees.
Right.
We don't make bricks. We fix roads,
Yeah.
but we don't make stuff.
No.
We service the people.
Right.
And the key to me on budgeting, besides implementing the plan, is budgeting is if it's not in there, it's got to wait. That can be hard for a guy like me because we want to get things done. But there's a discipline to the budget that says it maybe can wait to next year because we didn't budget for it this year. You might have to hold on that purchase.
Right.
Yeah. And again, what I'm thrilled about is that you guys were willing to come out and talk about this. I'm excited about budget kind of things. You and I kind of share this. You give the two of us spreadsheets and Excel, and my kids think I'm playing video games because I'm going,
Yeah.
I'm going at it. And it's just a lot of fun because we like numbers,
Right.
but we know the importance of numbers. And for the taxpayer, I wanted them to know that we've got great team members here who really care as much as they do about the budget. You guys mentioned living here. How important it is as a resident to know that your money is being spent well. You're paying the taxes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's exciting to know that we have that kind of commitment to the community to serve them well. Well, I really want to thank you all for coming on today. It's been a delight for me, and I want people to know if they have questions about budgets, we have information on our webpage where they can learn more, and certainly Josie and I are available, but we want you to know more as much as you can about our budget. Coming up next, fire and emergency services are the focus of this month's Out on the Town. That and more when Monroeville at Your Service returns in just a moment.